Hey, welcome back, guys. So let's write the code that saves the data. So save order. So let's go to this is the thing that we need to save into. So let's construct a meticulous query. So I will say query. Now this is before we validate the data. We just want to see if we can actually save something in here. So maybe I will do this. I will say, before I construct maybe I can construct the query, no issues. Insert into, because we are not going to be editing orders, so it's always going to be an insert activity. So insert into orders. Okay, that, and then we put values down in that. Very good. So let's see what columns we need to do this. So obviously we need one for the order ID, delivery address, URL, total, country, quite the number, but let's do it, shall we? So let's go in order. Order ID, user, URL, delivery address. So I think I will move this down here just to accord myself some space. Delivery address, total, country and state. There we go. So total, country, state. What else we need here? Zip, tax. You know, some of these, for example, the total, they should have a default value. So let me come here with tax and total. What else? That should do it. Then I'll click change. I want a default value for these guys because as defined, default as defined, total. Yeah, 0. Just so as defined 0. Okay, save. So tax and that. Shipping is also an amount, so let's change that as well. Give it a default value of 0 because it's an amount, isn't it? So all these double should have at least a 0 default value. Okay, so where were we? We are at state zip, tax, shipping. Okay, zip, tax, shipping. Let's keep going here. Date, session ID, and then the mobile phones. Date, session ID, mobile phone, home phone. Yes. Okay, so that looks like we've captured everything. So I'm going to come back here and copy that and paste it here. Now, since orders are not really, what's the word? They don't really need a an order ID per se. We can actually use the normal ID with the primary key. We can do that for orders just to make sure that every order is unique, to avoid the order ID problem. There's no need for us to if you don't want customers to know what order number they are on, you can add your very own, but I think in this particular case we don't need to. We can use the ID because it's not really a security risk compared to when it's used with the profile your profile, for example. So I think we can get rid of order ID here. We just use ID. So delete that one, unfortunately. Ouch. And let's come back here and delete that one as well. We're just going to use ID. Okay, so now what I need is to put the full columns. So I'm just going to select Control D, all the commas, because they represent the edge. Oh, they went all the way that side, which is not cool at all. So I will move a step forward and put a full colon. Then do one for the beginning as well. Okay, so it's very important you don't forget these full colons on any of these, otherwise you have a problem. It will tell you the variables do not match. Okay, so now that we have that, all we need now is to run the query, which we do by doing this. Where is that? Get random string. No. We want one where we are saving something, which is here. It's right. Copy. Order class and paste. Yes. Then also we need to grab the DB. So we just copy that. Now the rule of thumb here is that if you try to run get instance and it doesn't work, and you try new instance, it should work, because we want to limit the number of instances at any point. So we only get a new instance when we have to. But in this case, I don't want to risk it, so I'll just put new instance there. Let me close that. Okay, so this is where the order comes in. So now I need to create the data. So let me not use data here because it's overused already. I may get some other value that isn't there. So wait a minute. Oh, this is inside the function. Okay, so data is fine. Wait a minute, or is it? Yeah, okay, it is fine. So let me put data here. I'm going to instantiate it to an empty array first of all, and then I will say data, and then start adding these items one by one. So user URL, why is it over here though? Bring it here. Is equal to, so now I can get that user URL and add it there. So no need to add slashes because we're using prepared statements anyway. So copy all that. Of course, we have one for session ID. Where are you? Copy session ID. Session ID. Remove the $sign. Okay, so what are the items we have here? So duplicate the two and say delivery address, like so. But delivery address is in here inside the post, so I'll just copy post here, put it there, and do that. Let me remove this for a while and duplicate this one. Okay, so what's the next one? Total, country. Now we're going to figure out total here in a minute, but for now we can leave it at that. And then country, and let's go to the state. Zip tags. Okay, so all these have to be generated. So for now, let's put this one at 0, the tax. And we don't need to because it has a default value anyway, but we'll leave it there. And then country, And then what else? Do we have state? Yes, we do. Oh, country is already there. My bad. Okay, so where are we at? Oh, we're at shipping. Yes. Shipping is the amount. So let's put 0 for now. Date, session ID already saved. Mobile number, phone number. So date. Let me copy these a couple of times. Home phone and mobile phone. But date, we're going to create a date. Yeah. So here we have Y, month, day, HIS. So let me put dashes here. That looks more like a date. Okay. Pretty good. I think that does it. So what are the items we need to? Home address, tax, shipping, date, zip code. Where is the total? Okay, that's the total there. Yep. I think we're on the verge of something here.